especially women, because we carry so much. We personalize things. We nature. We love nurturing problems. We love nurturing. We love pity party. People like to, oh shame, you're going through this, oh shame, and then you start crying, you start tearing up. This shame thing. People love to be. People must not believe these prophets. There's no one who's a prophet here. They know that we are desperate, and they tell us what we want to hear, actually.
Yeah. So this is important for mothers to appreciate.
Yes.
I think this is a key message for mothers. Yeah. Because mothers carry the burden of their homes, they carry the burden of society, of the world.
Your husband is messing you up. You go to bed thinking about all these people except for yourself. Instead of you resting and sleeping, you are thinking, how is my grandchild going to go to school? It's none of your part.
Yeah.
Your husband is messing you up. Short left.
Yeah. Short left.
Short left.
Yeah.
Take care of you. If he does short left, do short right. Don't dwell on him.
Yeah. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Incubate podcast. My name is Charlton Sodzo, and what we're doing here is we're telling the story of Eswatini online. Today is a bit of a special day on this podcast because we have a live audience, and we are also part of the launch of Rise Above the Storm. And it is my privilege and honor today to have the author of this book, Brenda Ngoyama. Brenda, thank you very much and welcome to the Incubate podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We are excited, Brenda, to be having you, and we're part of your launch. This is very, very exciting, but we've got a deep story. A lot of it is riddled with sadness, but also quite a lot of it has got a lot to do with the fight and hope and looking to the future with great expectation. Tell me a little bit more about this book, Brenda.
The inspiration came. Actually, I didn't plan it, because my son walked away on the 10th of December 2020. So, for my healing, I started writing down from that day. When you start reading the book, it has got dates. So every day, for my experience, I jotted it down. Mm-hmm. That's what made it better for me.
Wow.
Taking it out. It was very therapeutic.
Right. What really happened? Do you have a recollection of what happened?
He was employed. He was working for an NGO, an American and Canadians funded. So just before COVID, they stopped the funding. Then they shut down. Then everybody was retrenched. Then just, I think 2 months before COVID, came to me and said, "Mommy, can I please come back? Because everyone is retrenched." I said, "Not a problem." So he had to come back to Mommy, because that's where they go to when trash happens. Yeah. So we stayed at home during COVID time. Then when I went back to work, that's when I think he felt the pressure. I saw him deteriorating. The things that he used to go to the library, come with books and everything, he stopped doing that. And actually, I was encouraging him not to give up. And then just one day, then he just vanished.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that was it?
That was it. Then it became a police case.
Was it after a day, or...?
I wake up in the morning, he's also there. I leave as usual, go to the gym, come back, go to work. When I got back from work, I saw the sink is dirty. He knows that it must be clean. I saw the sink is dirty. Then I said, this young man, now he's acting up. I'm waiting for him. Sunset came. 8 o'clock comes, no one. And then after 8:30, and then I decided to call him. He must come here. When I called him, the phone rings in the bathroom.
He had left his phone.
He left his phone. Mm-hmm. And then when I'm going to the bathroom, I'm pushing the door. We've got the bathtub. Then we've got a bucket that sits in there. So when you're having a bath, you take it out. So he didn't put it back. So now I'm pushing the door. He left And then when I entered the bathroom, he had got a shirt to wear. He did not put that shirt on. He left everything there. He looks like someone who was like, he left like running. He took something else to wear. So that was it. That's how it happened. Then
And
I
that
had to
was it.
clean up and yeah. I still said, I get to work. I said, guys, you know my son is missing. And then there's this man who says, no, man, how? He's a young man. He's, no. The way it happened, no, it's not normal. And then I said, no, maybe he'll be back. With the landline, he's not picking up. It's ringing. We use everybody's phone in the office because sometimes he will ignore my calls. Still the same. Then I rush home. I get home. I open the door. The cell phone is still there and he's not there. I go to the securities. Did you see my son? But no, we saw him normal. Okay, let's check the CCTV and everything. No, they said caretaker is not around. In the meantime, why don't you go to the police? That's how I went to the police and I was told come back after 48 hours.
And what were the events that went on after that? How were you feeling when all of this was happening? Because one of the things you speak about in your book a lot is the role of the mother. You put yourself, as you're writing, you put everyone in a place where they want to be with their mom. How did this make you feel as a mom? Just after this happened, days that followed.
You know, I like listening to gospel music. That's what was healing for me. I'll sit and I'll sing along, be writing, sing along this gospel, thinking, way up, I wonder where you are. Some days it's raining, and then that's the only thing. Then you tears are rolling down your face, you wipe them out, you wake up, you go to the gym to give you the energy. You go to work, you come back, life goes on. That is it. Work, people are asking you.
Yeah.
They look at you, they start feeling so sorry for you, then you start crying, you run to the bathroom, you powder up your face, you take your makeup, you puff so that people can't see.
Yeah.
But the eyes do tell.
Yeah.
That's how you carry on. But you have to carry on living.
Yeah. And you, at some point, your health also started deteriorating because of all this that was going on.
I am a blood pressure person. But it was just going down and down and down, yeah. I just couldn't control it. But now I had to find a way of controlling it because I was scared of a stroke.
Yeah, you went to the doctor at some point and
Yeah,
they commented about
I went to the clinic, yes, because it was 199 over 98.
Yeah, and that's like on the verge of a stroke.
He said I was supposed to be in an ICU ward.
Wow.
How did I get here? I said I walked.
Oh, so you actually walked to
Yeah,
to
I
the
walk,
clinic.
yeah.
Okay. It had gotten so bad.
The walking was, I'll walk to the clinic.
Okay.
This experience taught me that you do not give up in life.
Yeah.
We've all got our own journeys. You've got your journey. My son has got his own journey. I cannot stop living because of him. I don't know what my destiny is. And God gives us only one life. So if I'm going to die and be miserable because of him, what if he doesn't come back?
Yeah.
There are people
So
who
at this-
disappear for 20
Where was
years.
this point, Brenda, where you decided that you needed to rise? Was it at the point where you were informed that you could have been having a stroke anytime? At what point did you decide to turn things around?
After hearing that guy saying that I'm supposed to be in the ICU,
Yeah.
I had to make a turning point that I cannot be in an ICU. I've never been admitted. No, I can't be in an ICU. I need to turn this thing around. What if Peter comes back and then he finds me, I'm a cabbage?
Yeah.
I can't. He has to find me the way he left me.
Yeah. You had a previous life experience as well after you had lost your husband. How many years was this after?
It's quite over 10 years after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That one was better. It was not
Okay.
very traumatic because it was cancer. I
Okay.
mean, when a person has got a cancer, he is going to go at some point.
Okay.
So you just have to deal with it.
So the closure and the expectation, this is different from somebody who is well, who is all right, and all of a sudden they're gone.
Exactly, because this one, at least you know where he's lying. He is dead, he's lying there. This one, you don't know where he is.
Yeah. One day you've got hope, you think they're going to come back.
Exactly, because
next moment you're afraid.
he left.
Yeah.
He left with the key. I will wake up sometimes in the middle of the night, thinking I'm hearing opening the door.
And thinking
I mean,
that he's
jumping
back.
out. Hey,
Yeah.
I had to move
Yeah.
for my sanity
Yeah.
to sleep.
And he had siblings, right?
Yeah, he's in the middle. There are three.
Okay. And the other two are boys as well?
It's
A
girls.
girl and okay. How were they feeling in all of this, and how were you connecting with them?
No,
did
they're
you need to
fine.
be comforting them, or
They
how,
were
how
like-
was the experience then?
They just said they thought it was a joke. Actually, they said, "Oh, he's full of drama." That was it.
Okay, so they, at some point they also were in denial about this.
Yeah, and then they are still in there, like it's a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's up to the point we're having this podcast. It's been how many years now?
It will be 2 years.
It'll be 2 years.
This December,
Yeah,
10th
yeah.
December.
Yeah. So at some point, Brenda, you then decided that it was time to rise above all this grief. What were the steps that you took?
Wow. Gym was one thing. You need to eat gym. Eat gym is the thing that kept me going.
Yeah.
And then the title was not even, it wasn't even the title. I was forced into having this title, actually, a new title, because the title was based on my son. The title of the book was Cease to be Visible, because it was a young man who was like, doesn't want to be seen. So it was a title, it had even a picture of a young man who's walking in a winding road, carrying a backpack. And then the editors are the one who said to me, listen, this title is wrong. It's not for this book. This book is about you. This is about your journey. So I think God gave me the title actually, because it came in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I think in 3 days, because when I was told that we need a new title, it was like, after working so hard, now I have to think. So during that thinking, it just came in the middle of the night, boom, rise above the storm. I woke up, I wrote it down immediately. Then it worked.
Did you at any point go to get help? Did you speak to a counselor, a psychologist? Did you try to get any professional help?
I called a counselor. It was a Sunday. It was a white middle-aged man, I think,
Yeah.
over the phone, and he said I must tell him exactly what I do. From the minute you wake up, what do you do? Then I was telling him that I wake up, I boil water, put on my gym stuff, run to the gym, do my gym, get ready, go to work, do this. Yeah. Then I was busy talking, telling him everything that I do. And then at some point I said, hello, are you still there? He said, no, I'm here. Carry on. This is fascinating. Is that so? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, the way, if only, he said to me, if only people can do the way you're doing, we wouldn't be having this problem.
Yeah. Wow.
If only people can just fight this thing, man. Fight.
Yeah.
Go to that gym.
So the story became about fighting, about rising.
Fighting for survival.
It's more about fighting for survival.
Yeah.
What would you say have been some of the lessons that you've learned in dealing with the trauma and the grief around your missing son, and also fighting to rise above this storm that we're talking about?
Especially women, because we carry so much. We personalize things. We nature. We love nurturing problems. We love nurturing. We love pity party. People like to say, oh, shame, you're going through this, oh, shame, and then you start crying, you start tearing up. This shame thing, people love to be, I don't know whether it draws attention, you just love to be known that when you are going through hell, and people must come and just, as every time, oh, shame, you're going through this. Children will be there we always want them to hit a short right. They choose to do short left. Let them do the short left and carry the consequences. You've done your part. You've You brought these people up here. You empowered them. You give them empowerment that they must take care of themselves and fly away. And then here it is, an adult children that are busy messing us up. These adult children, they must just go and be independent somewhere.
Yeah. So this is important for mothers to appreciate.
Yes.
I think this is a key message for mothers. Yeah. Because mothers carry the burden of their homes, they carry the burden of society, of the world.
There are mothers who are nurturing. You know your child is going through drugs, and then you give him the money.
Yeah.
You know your child, you've spoken to this child, my dearest child, I just want the best for you. Please go and do A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
What do they choose? They choose to hit short left.
Yeah.
Goes and brings a child here to you.
Yeah.
And then you nurture. You nurture your own daughter and her child. If you can learn, because if you want to become a mother, you become a mother at your own house, not here. This is my house. This is mine.
Yeah. What would you want to tell African mothers about also looking after themselves? Because our mothers are meant or have been socialized to believe that their job is to look after the children, is to look after the husband, is to look after the husband's family. What about them?
They're looking after everybody. Yeah, I am.
So who looks after the mother?
Mothers, take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
It pains me to see a grandmother at a clinic with a grandchild. I mean, this woman went through hell with her own children. Some of them don't have any support from their husbands. Women you need to learn to let your children take care of their own children. They need to man up, actually. Yes, mothers, let's take care of our walk, man, walk. You can't go to the gym, take a walk. I mean, 2 months ago,
this is
24th
really
of
amazing,
September, I did the 10-kilometer run.
Wow.
There were some young ladies that were, I think they were busy trotting behind me.
Yeah. Okay.
When we got to the finish line,
they
actually came, but you're inspiring us. We're not going to stop this thing. But yeah, you won't catch me.
This is amazing. Yeah, you speak a lot about physical exercise.
I love
our moms need to go out there and also exercise.
I love my body. I love looking nice.
Yeah.
I love looking nice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm hitting 6-0 next year.
No way. I think Brenda actually needs to get up so that we need this to be proven. Seriously, Brenda says she's hitting 6-0. Is this correct? And I think this is powerful. We need
self-care.
We need our African moms to take a walk. That some of these battles that we have, Brenda, is we're trying to deal with healing from different things that happen in our lives. All the burden should not necessarily come health to you.
No.
And I think that is African message. And we're doing an African woman, I think, needs to understand.
No, we're not. Because you are carrying your own problems. Your daughter is messing you up. Your husband is messing you up. You go to bed thinking about all these people except for yourself. Instead of you resting and sleeping, we are thinking, how is my grandchild going to go to school? It's none of your business. Let the mother take care. You did your part. Your husband is messing you up. Short left.
Short left.
Take care of you. If he does short left, do short right. Don't dwell on him. Then everyone will be happy.
I think this is totally amazing.
Everyone will be happy. If your husband goes away, on the front door, use the back door as well. You all come back happy. Then you are all the home front will be fine.
Then the home front will be fine.
Yes.
I mean, what is key in all of this, Brenda, is you are insisting that African mothers need to learn to also look after themselves.
The gym, this blood must flow, man. Physical,
well,
especially the physical. We need to learn. God gave us one life.
Yeah.
Each person has got their own life.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of this one now, I don't have number two. This is what made me decide as well. That
Yeah.
if now I get a stroke, I'm not going to
Your
get a
life is
second child.
finished.
And how am I going to get this body back
Yeah.
from?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So as we look at this book, we don't want to take too much time. We want to get to be launching this book and to be signing this book. What is your favorite part of this book?
My favorite part.
Yeah. Is there a specific section in your book where in one of those days, even when the days are low or you're not really feeling great, you open up this particular chapter and you read and reflect on it?
There's the other thing where, we believe so much in the prophets.
Yeah.
I was advised, when you are going through what I was going through, people come with advice. There's a man who can help you. There's this one there, there's this one there, there's this one there. And then I got this other one. And then this guy was making iwul. Mm-hmm. He said he was going to connect me with my son. I must put it here and here. Mm. And then I said to him, excuse me, I'm not going to do that. Hey. This guy says, no, you have to because it will connect you. Ngati, no, I can't. Mm-hmm. This body with a mouse sash, no, it's not going to work for me. Yeah. You have to find this person when I'm not going to put a mouse around me. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. And then the other prophet Gena said to me, he can see my son, he's in Bridge, in a home in Bridge. They want to ship him over. Yeah, they want to ship him to Zimbabwe. So when he called me, he said, I can see him. I said, I'm coming with you. Huh? Yeah, I'm coming with you. And then I called my mom. I said to her, you know what, I'm going with this guy. You are going to Messina. He can see Pila. Then dear mother says, you are not going anywhere. Sure. I was so angry. Yeah. Because this woman, she does not understand what I'm going through. Me, I want to go and find my son. Yeah. Anyway, I listened. And then, I phoned my sister. I'm saying, I wanted to go with this prophet. And then, Mage. Mm-hmm. And then she said, where were you going to? They were going to traffic you. Yeah. It's so very, I'm stuck. Yeah. I'm stuck, hey? Yeah. I'm stuck. Yeah. And then I phoned warrant officer, I've got this prophet. He says he knows where my son is, and I wanted to go with him. And then my mom said I mustn't go. Yeah, your mom was right. Mm-hmm. So prophet, listen here. These prophets, they know that you guys are going through hell. They know that you are going to believe whatever they say. This is how they make their money. The next thing he was going to say, okay, fine, we need 10,000. You are going to go and borrow 10,000 from Mashonisa just for you to get there. And then the next thing he was going to disappear. And then he said to me, you are 1 out of 100 people who go through this. They only come back to me. They disappear when they are with the prophets. They come back to me to say, warrant officer, I paid 15,000. Right now, I don't have a cent. As you should not have. Yeah. This is how they make their money. Then warrant officer said, give me the number. I gave him the number. The minute he called the guy and said, listen here, I'm warrant officer because of ABCD, he cut off the phone. So everyone was right. Yeah.
So I get something from here. When you're also going through extreme grief, like in this case, you're also very vulnerable.
Yes, that's why they take advantage.
Yeah, so it's easy to be taken advantage of. Yeah. What message would you want to put across to someone out there maybe who's going through grief and could potentially be scammed like this?
People must not believe these prophets. There's no one who's a prophet here. They know that we are desperate, and they tell us what we want to hear, actually. Yeah. Yeah. And after telling us what we want to hear, they want money. Yeah. And everything goes with money. Yeah. And he'll tell you that, I'm telling you, he is going to come back. I need 20,000. And what do you run? You run, go, and he'll tell you, don't touch here until 2 days later. It's giving himself time to run away with your 20,000. You need to sit down and listen to yourself, because there's always that inner voice that we always ignore. Hey? Yeah. It keeps popping, but it comes very faint. It was so faint that it's not loud, That one, that voice, you have to listen to it.
Yeah.
It's always there to guide us, but we never, until
You need to listen to your inner instincts.
listen to that,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's always soft. It's not loud.
Yeah, yeah. It's that voice
And
of
take
reason
charge.
that is.
Yes, we all have it. We're all born with it.
Yeah.
It's just that we don't listen to it. It's there.
Yeah.
Where it will say, I must go there.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
It tells you, go there. And aye, man, no. Just go.
Yeah. It's a message. And what has been the role to
of
the
family,
African
of
woman
friends in
that we
supporting
could
you
rise
through
above
this
whatever
ordeal?
storms that?
You lose friends because they're tired of you crying, eh?
Okay.
Family, they'll be there, they'll be touching you, they'll be checking you. Those that have, you'll see, even in family, not everyone will be there. Because they're tired of, my life has been so traumatic that I've got so much drama, I've had so much drama that I can write A Long Walk to Freedom ×2.
Yeah. So what I'm getting in all of this is something I think which is very important, that there are certain instances in life where you may have to end up standing on your own.
Yeah.
And don't expect too much from
Yeah.
people. In some instances, people could be too tired of you crying.
Yes.
Or
They're
they just want to
tired.
move on with their
Yeah,
lives.
they're tired because
Yeah.
when they see you, oh, here comes this one. Oh, Jehovah, what is she going
Yeah.
to tell us today?
So
That's it.
healing, rising above the storm, starts with yourself.
Inside you.
It starts
Talk to
inside
yourself.
you. Yeah.
I was lucky because this thing happened during COVID where we were wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to myself, hey.
Yeah.
People were going to see me like I'm a
And the mask
lunatic. Yeah, so
really
the
used to
mask
help.
was blocking my
Yeah.
lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll talk to myself. I'll listen to myself. I'll talk to myself. I'll want to do something, and then and then I said, no, this doesn't look right, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. What does your heart tell you now? What does your soul tell you as you look into the future, as you continue to work around rising above your storm?
Life is too short, so this is the beginning of life, hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is very,
If
very
my
exciting.
son comes back, it will be a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it doesn't come back, it was meant to be. Life goes on.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Let's talk briefly about Rise Above the Storm as a book itself. You've had book events in South Africa around this book, and here today we're in Eswatini. What is the thinking? What's the plan going forward?
It was well received. I'm very humbled.
Yeah.
Very well received.
Yeah.
It's going very well.
So are
Are you
there any
thinking of packaging
bookshops that have
speaking engagements out of this book? What is the plan? Because we seem to be getting a vibe that so many people are inspired by your story of rising above the storm that you have in your own personal life.
Open, guys. I'm open for everything.
This is
I was
amazing.
invited to a high tea. They were touched. Then there was one lady who came to me crying, said she was 48 years of age. Her brother disappeared when she was 5. Her mother has passed away.
Yeah.
So you see what's happening out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
hurt.
then if you decide
Yeah.
to hold on to this one who's your children that are messing you up,
Yeah.
and you stop living, you might stop living forever. Yes, life
You
has
cannot
to go on.
stop living
No.
because you have no control
No.
over what your children or anyone in your family decides to do.
And you must remember, we brought them here.
Yeah, yeah.
If you had a choice, we can even kill them if we want to.
Yeah, yeah.
But we can't do that.
Yeah.
But we need to control them.
Yeah.
If a child is messing you up, short left, go. Get out of my house.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's powerful because it's
Get out of my house.
It's very unfair for our mothers, for our
It's not
grandmothers,
nice.
for the African woman,
Yes.
that they have to carry all this burden. You know, and it seems like society is okay with it, but it's not okay.
No, it's not.
It's not okay. Women also deserve to live.
Yes.
Women deserve to eat good food, deserve to wear nice things. You know, they can't just be thinking about children and grandchildren all the time.
No.
Yeah.
It's like women were meant, they were meant to take care of everybody.
Yeah.
Men were meant to cause the mess and walk away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think this is a powerful message. I just want to say thank you so much, Brenda, for making time for us. And we're very happy that you were with us today.
Thank you
Great.
for having me.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
This has been the Incubate podcast, telling the Eswatini story online. My name is Charlton Sozo. Today, we were having a conversation with Brenda Ngoyama, and we're talking about her book, Rise Above the Storm. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you.